Hello everybody, SlimKirby here. Welcome back to more of The Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening for the Nintendo Switch. Last time we finished up dungeon number 7, the Eagle's Tower, and we are only one more instrument of the Sirens to collect. We've got all the dungeon keys, we've pretty much gotten all of the main items aside from these little collectibles, although I think these collectibles are like trade quest items anyway, so it's like whatever. But yeah, we're going to go ahead and continue to try to make some progress here. Before we go anywhere, I did want to show this very quickly. Don't jump in this hole down here. Well, actually, I am going to try something, but normally you don't want to do this, because this hole will actually take you to the very bottom of the mountain. Like, once again, it'll take you to that one, like, water area where we found that piece of heart. And that's quite a bit of ways, and we don't want to go all the way there, but I think if you do this just right, it didn't work, but if you do that just right, you can actually kind of sequence break that a little bit and not have to go all the way around again. But if you were to take that other drop down from the very top, you'd also be kind of spending a little bit of extra time trying to get back to the left side anyway. So, I'm going to very quickly get back to the top of the mountain, or not the top of the mountain, but at a part of the mountain we've gone through several times now. So, I'm going to cut there, and I'll see you guys when I get back there. Okay, I think right here is good enough. We don't have to really traverse too much else to get back to where we were. So I'll just go ahead and keep the commentary rolling here. So yeah, we want to climb back up this ladder. We're going to go over here to this side. Just for fun, let's go ahead and just very quickly pop into this guy and see what he's doing. Hey, you stole my rooster! Damn it, Luigi! I'm disappointed in you, Luigi. Well, that's okay, because we have our heroic duty to accomplish here. Because we need to save our girl. Somebody help! Hey, Slim. Some monsters put me up here. What should I do? I'm afraid of heights. Don't worry, I'm gonna get you. Wow, that was a surprise. Slim, thank you. Say, Slim? I don't know how to say this, but... Boy! Marin! Huh? Taryn? Never mind. I gotta go. Damn it, Taryn, did you have to ruin that very special moment? Seriously. Oh, the owl's gonna ruin the moment too, I guess. Hoot! That girl sang her song in front of the egg. Her Ballad of the Windfish is a song of awakening. Did she actually intend to wake the windfish? The next siren's instrument is in the west. Play your melodies so the unliving stones might hear. Show your courage, the windfish waits for you. Hoot. Okay, so he's kind of giving you a hint of what's to come next. So right here, do not jump down, otherwise you have to go through a lot of those weird little caves again, which is really annoying. You want to hit this and then go downstairs. It's kind of better in this game that you can actually see that where that drop down goes. Because I think in the original game, like, it was a screen transition. So if you just jumped down there, you'd be, like, back where you were before, and then you'd be, like, really annoyed. I actually lost a Link's Awakening race a long time ago because of that. Because I was like, oh, wait, I have to go down here, right? It's like, oh, no, I just have to go through, like, the last few caves again. So, yeah, there is a bomb wall right here. This is a heart piece that's, We've seen this heart piece a couple of times. And when I was younger, I had no idea that this was how you're supposed to get this. But yeah, this is what takes you to this heart piece right here. It's kind of like very like cleverly hidden when you really think about it. But yeah, that's how you get that one. You have to just kind of take notice of your surroundings. See that there's a very mysterious wall right here. Why is there this little cavern? That's supposed to be kind of your indication, I guess. But as a kid, I just did not think about that. I just thought it was going to be just like a random cave door that led to it. And I guess in a sense it is, just not in the same way that you'd expect. So yeah, we are back on the Tall Mountain range on a bit of a different part of the mountain, which is kind of interesting. A lot of stones are falling. This is like the equivalent of like Death Mountain in other Zelda games, so you gotta be very careful. There is a seashell up here. Let's go ahead and grab this. That is number 48, so we have 2 more to get. Man, we are getting so close to the end of that, guys. We're almost done with seashells. And I believe in here we get 50 rupees. And down here we have a mysterious staircase. So let's check this out very quick. And this is actually the last Mad Batter cave. So we've avoided it for so long now. We can't avoid it any longer. We're finally going to get an upgrade to our magic powder capacity. Now we can carry 40 uses of it. Not that we're ever going to frickin' need them. But hey, we got them now. We got them. I suppose that's all that's important. So let's go ahead and keep on moving. Yeah, there is a warp stone right here. So we'll probably use this to kind of get back to the bottom of the mountain and start exploring some other things we can do. But for now, we're going to keep on moving. Keep on doing our thing. Making sure we don't miss anything along the way. I want to say this is just a fairy cave, if I'm not mistaken. Or this actually might be the continuation. It is. Okay, hold on. Again, just want to make sure that I'm covering all my tracks before I continue. Okay, I'm glad I did this. Because, yeah, there is a heart piece here. This is a heart piece that was not in the original game. This is one that was added for this game, so I will mention that very quick. Now we can go here, and this is actually the second room in the game where you need the mirror shield. Because we can actually not get through these fireballs with a normal shield. It's a very random section. Because in the original game, like, this did a lot of damage, and it would also remove your iframes. So you just get constantly hit by these whenever you went through here, so you couldn't really break through. You could still do it if, like, you kind of, like, just, like, finagled your way through it, but still, it was very risky to do that, so not entirely recommended. Let's go ahead and get this. Got another warp stone, which is great. And, ooh, another seashell. Okay, so that's the thing. This is the last seashell that we'll find on the overworld, because there will be one more in the next dungeon, and that will be the final seashell, so we are seriously, seriously about done with those. Also, I found this weird that there's like a warp point up here, because there's one right here, so it's like there's 2 warp points practically next to each other. Although I guess that is technically true anyway, if you go to the map. It's not showing it, but there's like one in Dampe's and one like a little more to the right, so I guess it's not too uncommon for that to be a thing. So over here we got a stone turtle statue. Sounds pretty cool, sounds pretty cool. I think someone said something about the ocarina being needed right here, so let's go ahead and do that. Play the Frog Song of Soul. And we got a mini-boss fight against, I guess, this turtle. Now, the interesting thing is, in the original game, you didn't have to use bombs. You could actually just slash him until he went down, but you actually need to use bombs in this version. the sword will not do any damage. Again, kind of an interesting way to change it up. It's kind of also neat that he kind of moves around like Trinex does, like Link to the Past. And once his head becomes completely free, I think then you can use your sword. So yeah, he is actually a little tougher in this game. And I'm just kind of taking hits for no reason here, but... Oh, you can also do that. That makes him pretty much free, I'd say. And there we go. Oh wow, we actually get a fairy for that too. How perfect. So yeah, that'll actually open the next dungeon, next and final dungeon, which is Turtle Rock. But considering we're only at the 10-minute mark, I think we're gonna go ahead and use this warp over here and go back to the ground and take care of some miscellaneous side quest stuff. So first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna go back to the village, get the next trendy game item. And I might also go back to the fishing pond, too. And depending on how long that takes, I might also pay Dante a visit as well. We'll see. We'll see how I'm feeling. Also, I want to check this out, too. How much is the chamber stone again? Oh, wow. 1,280. Man, that's expensive for no reason. Yeah, if you want to get everything, the rupee grinding will be real. That's for sure. Okay, so in here we got a piranha plant. That's a pretty big thing. Pretty big prize. I might try to get the rupee first, although I don't know. Okay, let me look at something else. I think I want to wait for it to get there. So now it's actually done like that. Now we gotta see if we can actually get the item. I don't know if that'll count. Nope. This might move it kind of out of the way like that, which is good. Okay, that I think is good. Well, that's not. I'm gonna wait till maybe this thing stops moving out of the way. Once it kind of gets like on like the non-moving part of the floor, it should be fine. Like I think it's good now. Let me just check to make sure. Okay, yeah, I think we're good. Yeah, the main problem with this one is just making sure that it gets like in a position where you can actually grab it. I think I actually went too high. I might need to actually grab it by the... I might need to grab it by the face. Oh great, it's moving again. Yeah, I think I need to get it by its face. I think the pipe is too abstract. It's just annoying that like the moving platforms keep pushing it. I got it! I think. Yay! That's so dumb. Oh, God. Yeah, I might as well get the purple root, too. I'll just get the purple root. I won't worry about the red one. Like, it's not going to get me enough for that chamber stone anyway. Rupee might actually fall out, too, which is kind of annoying. Oh, no, we're good. Nope. You got a piranha plant figure. You know, the flower that pops out from the pipes. And we get 50 rupees. So I think we only have the Pokey figurine, and there's another figurine that we can't actually get until post-game, pretty much, which is kind of annoying, but it is what it is. So we're going to go actually to, I think it's my house, or not my house, Marin's house. And there we go. And again, I don't think we'll get the next one until after we beat the next dungeon. So, we're going to go back to the fishing pond. I'm not sure how long this will take. But, once we beat the face shrine, so not even the dungeon we just beat, but the other dungeon, there is actually a new type of fish we can catch. So, we're going to try to catch that and hopefully get the final 2 rewards of this. I'm going to go ahead and cut here until I find them. Hopefully they show up, and hopefully there's not more conditions I need to fulfill that I'm unaware of. But yeah, I'll be right back. Okay, so the fish I've been looking for has appeared. As you can see, he's down there chilling. Kind of a bigger fish. Not of a super great size, but that's okay, because we have to catch 2 of these. One of them just normal, and the other one needs to be of a certain size. So as usual, treat this guy as you would the other fish. Mash the A button until he kind of starts resisting. Let go until he does his little thing, then start mashing the A button again. He kind of resists for longer, but I also feel like he also takes a break for longer too, so it makes it not too bad as long as you're patient. Come on. Come on. There we go. Wow, lots of people say they caught Old Baron, but you actually did it. Oh, 54.51 inches. It's a big one. Way to reel him in. Well, blow me down. You deserve at least 90 rupees for that. Is there something caught in Old Baron's mouth? We get a chamber stone. Holding it gives you an eerie feeling. So we have to catch another one, and the next one we had to catch needs to be at least 60 pounds, if I remember correctly. So we're gonna wait until we get that. Okay, I got another one. Now here's the thing, I'm not sure if this is gonna be big enough. It looks pretty big, but again, it's really hard to say. Ah! Seriously! 0.06 off. That's Oh, okay, well, that's enough. Okay, whatever, I'll take it. Okay, well, we got officially everything from the fishing pond now. So we are officially done with this. Which, pretty happy about that. I'm glad we're kind of done, if I'm being honest. But, yeah. That's it for that, and let's celebrate this occasion of being done by buying a chamber stone, because I have the rupees for it. So we actually have a couple of these to hand in to Dompe, which I might actually do right now. I have no idea how I'm doing for time. I feel like I have a little bit of time because I cut like 20 minutes out, but hard to say. We'll do at least one dungeon, just so I'm making a little bit of progress on that. And so we can get all these dungeons loaded in. I think after I finish the next, like, actual dungeon, I might have an episode where I do just this for a bit. Before we start tackling the final dungeon, or the final part of the game. But we'll see. Hey, Dampai. Hey there, company's always welcome. You look like you've been through a lot. Sit down and tell me about it. So, once again, I'm going to be loading all the dungeon information that we've had for the last couple of parts. He's going to give us a lot of new chamber stone pieces. So let's go ahead and start arranging. So let's go to the next part. We have the first one, which is Key Hunter. I hear you. I hear you. The treasure chest tiles aren't too close to the locks on that one chamber. That's the point. Your job is to make a path using all of them. Remember to put some other chests in too. Wouldn't want to lock yourself out of the rest of the dungeon. That's a pretty good point. So yeah, gonna very quickly make a dungeon for this really quick. So I'll see you guys when I got it done. Okay, so this is the dungeon I've made for this one. Kind of a pitchfork design with this here because it's a default room that I couldn't really change. Let's go ahead and get this done. Shouldn't be too long. I kind of made it a simple setup, so it's just like I can attack one side, then attack the next side, and pretty much move from there. But yeah, now that we've been through a couple more dungeons, you'll probably see some other unique rooms from those dungeons that we've looked at. Obviously, this is the Face Shrine one. But again, for the most part, the fastest way to do these is obviously just to create like very simple designs using some of the more basic parts. Which I don't think there's anything wrong with that necessarily. Nothing wrong with doing the absolute bare minimum, at least in my opinion. Mainly in the interest of time, at the very least. And the interesting thing about this is I do believe you have to, like, make sure you, like, go into a room of the dungeon for it to appear in Dompe's list. So, like, that last room, the room before this one, that was actually a Catfish Maw room. And if you remember, that was actually the same Catfish Maw room that I actually went back into the dungeon after I finished it just to showcase. Just because I didn't explore it on the map. So even just going back in there to just add it to your dungeon maker list is kind of a good thing to do, because you can have just like a very simple two-door transition room. I think that's how it works anyway. Ouch. Ouch. Link, you gotta stop running into things, buddy. You're not that clumsy. That's interesting that they actually like move Link off that platform. Because normally in the original dungeon it's just a key that falls from the sky. Here they actually make it like, you know, because chests can be anything, they make it like anything. So they put a chest in there. It's kind of a neat touch. They actually made it so, you know, Link can't get like a treasure chest spawning on top of him or something. believe this will open this up here. All those classic, simple face shrine rooms. Let's get the nightmare key. Now we can finish this one. Ouch. Hey, look, it's Moldorm again. Haven't seen him in a while. Also, level 2 sword. Makes Moldorm even easier. And even faster, because a spin slash will take him right to his enraged phase, and his tail's already showing in the enraged phase, so... kind of a neat way to get that done really quick. What a show! There were times I'd swear you'd have 1 foot in the grave. A thrill like that deserves something from my collection exchange. It's another chamber. Hooray. What are you here for? Okay, so I'm going to do another one really quick, too. I'll just do one more. And then I'll go ahead and end the video from there. So, bombs away. It looks like we don't have very many left anyway, so... I'm actually going to do this one, because this one I think you have to, like, fill up the entire space, I think. The bomb's primed with a couple of chambers already. Now it's your turn to staff with putter or chambers. But don't worry, that fuse will let you got time to figure it out. Yeah, I'm not sure. Like, it doesn't say you have to fill up the whole thing. Oh no, it's saying you have to stuff it with chambers, so maybe you do have to do the whole thing. Okay, I don't feel like doing that one. We'll do treasure vault. This vault needs treasure. Stuff those tiles that have treasure chest marks with chambers that have chests. I don't gotta tell you how to bridge the gap, right? So yeah, we'll do this one. So yeah, hold on guys. I will be right back once again. Bare minimum for the win. Let's do this. Although this isn't a super short, sweet dungeon, because I think I did have to kind of add a mini-boss fight. I'm not sure if the mini-boss fight's required, though, which is the only thing. But yeah, another pretty simplistic dungeon by design standards. Just, you know, fill up all those chambers that we need to, then just find a way to connect them, because they were kind of on the outside. That's really all there is to this one. Gotta be patient with this stupid thing right here. Now, do I need to do the puzzle again? I think I might have to. I'll do it just in the interest of... It is just really interesting, though, like, looking at the type of rooms you have to work with and trying to find ways to, you know, make them all work within the confines of each puzzle. Like, for this one, like, every room in here has to have a treasure chest of some kind. But, like, I had a lot of, like, 2-chamber entrances that didn't have treasure chests, so I had to kind of put in a couple of 3s and had to make sure those connected. Again, it's surprising, like, what you have to think about in this mode. It's not as basic as it looks. I mean, it is still pretty basic, but there is, you know, there's some strategy that goes into it, too. Maybe not the kind of strategy that people would really want to play in a game like this, but I think it's neat. So yeah, here's this boss fight I talked about, and we can actually skip it. Yeah, we don't have actually even have to do that. That's funny. We can even skip this as well, pretty much. They don't fall in the frickin' pit of despair. So let me look at... Okay. Oh, there's a treasure chest in there, so I do have to beat the snakes regardless. I'll just do that last. I'll beat them on my way back. But this is honestly kind of a nice dungeon, because if you just like fill it up with treasure chests and try to minimize key doors, you can get a lot of rupees here. So as you can see, I'm getting like a lot of 20 rupees. I've gotten at least like 100 rupees, 150 from there, from just this one small dungeon here. Okay, so yeah, I will have to beat these snakes, and I want to say this is actually a Dampe room. Like, this is a room that Dampe actually gives you to work with. It's like not actually in the main game. Come on, eat it anyway. Those snakes are onto me. They know I've been feeding them bombs. See, they know. I guess after a while, they kind of like, okay, I'll open my mouth again. So this should give me the nightmare key, and then I can just warp back to the beginning, which I will probably do. Might as well, right? I have the capabilities to do so. It's actually kind of funny. We won't actually need the Frog Song of Soul anymore. Literally, we used it for the 2 things you need it for in this game, and that's about it. And what boss will we have this time? Oh, hey, it's Moldorm again. Moldorm doesn't like Link. Let's see, yeah, you want to do the spin attack first, because he doesn't go in the enrage phase, just a normal level 2 strike. Although, you know, 2 sword strikes by themselves at level 2 will kill it. If you want to be technically faster, spin slash than a normal slash should do it. So there we go, Treasure Vault is clear. What a show. There were times I'd swear he had foot in the grave. A thrill like that deserves something from my collection. It is another chamber because reasons. And he comes up with some new ideas. Okay, but I'm going to go ahead and stop for the day. Thank you for watching, everybody. I'll see you guys next time. And I mean it. I will see you guys next time when we go into the final dungeon of the game. We're going to be accessing Turtle Rock. It's a pretty cool dungeon. Probably one of the more interesting dungeons, and definitely biggest dungeons in terms of maybe not even like number of floor, like rooms, because Eagle Tower technically had like multiple floors, but still, like there's a lot of cool things in this one, and it's an interesting setup. So I'm gonna go ahead and grab that piece of power, dash on over here. Gonna go ahead and stop the video at this point right here, and get destroyed by dinosaur pterodactyls, whatever. And yeah, I'll see you guys next time when we start taking on Turtle Rock. See you guys then. Later, folks.